Alright, good morning. Welcome to the first and will be a couple Tour Divide prep videos. Today we are going out on the trails. I'm going to do a hopefully 2-night, 3-day trip. Should be about 200 miles. I shall say, let's go. All right, the adventure begins. I have made it, well, about that far from the house to the teeter-totter, and I have no shifting. So, time to stop and figure that out. Let's see. Oh, that was easy fix. So I have electronic shifting, and last night I got a note that the battery was dying. So I swapped batteries, and turns out that battery's dead. So I have 2 spare batteries with me at all times, because if the battery dies, you're in whatever gear you're in. Should be good to go. So take 2, let's go. I've been out riding for a couple hours now, found this farm road, and it seemed like a great little place to pull over and grab a bite to eat and snack, and maybe talk about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So the nuts and bolts is a 3-day, 2-night bike tour of central eastern Mass. So I left my house in Medfield this morning, headed up through Dover, Wellesley. Now I'm outside of Concord. There'll be a turn to the west and heading out to Fitchburg, where I think there's a good place to camp tonight. Don't really know, figure it out. It's a little bit of adventure. One way or the other, I'll find a place to sleep. Tomorrow, I'll wake up, I'll head down to almost due south through the Wachusett region, bypassing the mountains since there's still snow on there, heading down eventually to Thompson, Connecticut, thereabouts. There I know there's a campsite that I'll be able to stay at. So that'll be roughly 80 some miles, and then Monday will be day 3, and from there I'll take the airline and southern New England trunk line trails back home to Medfield. So the whole thing will be about 200 miles or so, I think about 50% on dirt. So that's what I'm doing. Why am I doing it? I think most people watching this probably know I signed up for a race called Tour Divide. It starts in June in Banff, Alberta, and will follow the Continental Divide all the way south to the US-Mexico border in Antelope Wells, New Mexico. About 2,800 miles, almost 250,000 feet of climbing. So it's going to be a long trip, entirely self-supported. All my own food, all my own water, all my own camping gear, all of it has to come with me, or I have to find it along the way. There's a lot that could go wrong there, so I need to practice every bit of it. I need to train, get in shape as best I can, and I need to work out what gear to bring, what gear not to bring. So I'll be doing a few more overnights like this before the trip in June, and look forward for more videos to come. I think that's all for now. I gotta get back on the road. Map says go straight. I don't know. Found the water source. Time to make some water. now for campsite selection. Be a little strategic. Going on the far side of the loop, just in case anyone comes along. Good news is, I pretty much have the run of the place. On the side, where I want to be. Scattered around a little bit and found the place a little bit more secluded. We have home for camp. Alright, camp's all set up. Not much more to say about that. Dinner is ready. Super excited about the buffalo chicken mac and cheese. I promise I won't be the guy that makes everyone sit there and watch them eat on camera. But man, this may be the best meal I've ever had. I think that's all, so signing off. See you tomorrow. Well, good morning on day 2. It is cold out. Got my coffee going. I got a couple hours of sleep, which I'm sure my Whoop band will be upset that I didn't get more, but whatever. Maybe get some breakfast and then get broken down, get out of here as fast as I can. Sooner I get moving, sooner I get warm. And we're off. I didn't mention yesterday it was 63 miles. Not a ton of climbing. It was all mostly urban. Today I'll make up for that. All the climbing happens. We're going up by Wachusett Mountain. Not actually to Wachusett because the ski resort's still open. Not good. Well, that's it. I was trying to scout to see if I could get my bike through.
Well, you're not in a hurry. I've already been, well, not through a puddle this big, but I didn't expect it. I mean, yeah, the water's high, but I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be below it. I wish I'd kind of take the kayak out and pedal through the woods. That's kind of neat, you know. I don't know if you ever did that. But.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Al.
I'm Chris. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
And again, was better. Remember that shifter battery I replaced? Well, it just died. But like I said, I got 2 spares and I think about half a mile to go from here. All right, made it. 74, 75 miles today. I love these for the morning. All right. So for dinner tonight, we have ramen, peanut butter, and Tabasco sauce. And I'm gonna try and make what I've heard called backpackers pad thai. Where you basically make the ramen, dump the peanut butter in, and add some hot sauce. Whew. It is a cold, cold, cold morning. Cold and damp. Oh well. Getting packed up, ready to hit the road. Only 50 miles, I think, back home. All on the airline and southern New England trunk line trails, which should be in interesting shape after all the rain. They were in rough shape a couple weeks ago, and it's been more weather since then, so maybe a long day. Home is in sight. Should add, the one thing I've learned is always do water before you go to bed at night because it's warmer. Doing it in the morning really sucks. But I got in late last night, so I'm off to the stream, which is somewhere over there, to go freeze my hands off and make the water. Bears everywhere. I was kind of worried about these guys last night. Guess I shouldn't have been. Alright, stop in here, put some lube on the chain. This is the final home stretch. I just stopped at CVS and I was going to lube the chain there. But as I was about to start doing that, get all packed up, some lady came out of the store and said, "That's adorable." I was like, "What, my bike?" She said, "Yeah." I was like, I think that's the first time anyone's ever looked at my bike and called it adorable. On to the home stretch. A couple more miles of trail and then paved back to the house. So this section of trail is pretty incredible. Last fall it looked like that. Over the winter, there's a little storm damage. I don't know how well the camera does at showing the depth. Right there, it's probably about 5 or 6 feet deep.
Oh, it's a camera. He's got a camera. Oh, well.
Well, here we are. 198 miles, 3 days, 2 nights, something north of 10,000 feet of climbing, about 18, 19 hours ride time. And we're back. If you watched this whole thing, thank you so much. Please consider heading over to blindguybiking.org and making a donation. Thanks.